Hi everyone, Cindy Ellers here from the central part of Wisconsin, and welcome to my weekly edition of Facebook Live. As you notice, I have a little bit of a cold going on here, but it's okay, I'm getting better. Just a head cold, nothing else. And while I wait for some people to hop on, I'm going to get myself set up on my Kindle like I always do. Oh, there's Sally. Welcome, Sally. Thanks for joining me. And there's Ronnie Kaiser. She hopped right on. And there's Linda. Hi, Linda. So glad to see you all waiting for me to go live. It makes me feel kind of special. I think I know who the next person is, but I'm not 100%. So don't forget to go and say hi to me so that I can get you in on my weekly door prize. And I will thank everybody, Ranny, once I get some more people on here. As I mentioned, there's Tracy. Hi, Tracy. As I mentioned, I'm from the central part of Wisconsin. I've been an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for the last 10 years. It'll be 11 years in July. Be sure to share my post if you have a chance. Leave me a comment and hit the like key. It helps me all. And if you don't have a chance to watch this whole video, just go and subscribe to my blog, which is also under the name of Cindy Stamping Studio. And on the right hand side, there's a place that you can follow by email, or you can follow by email or just follow, I think. Hi, Arliss. Nice to see you. I have a few things to talk about today, and then we'll do some stamping. Let's see. There's Kathy Brost. Ronnie Kaiser thanks us all for the cards. Sure does brighten up a day when one can't get out and walk around. Hi, Judy. Thank you for joining me. So that's great. And today is May 3rd. This is number 67 of my Facebook Lives. Hard to believe, right? I know. And it's a very cloudy and gloomy kind of day, but we had rain in the last 24 hours, so everything is greening up nicely. We needed that rain just terribly. And I can see all of my flowers are coming up, and Jim checked on the asparagus, and that's almost, we get some sunshine. He said we'll have asparagus this week. And Jim got his hummingbird feeder out because I had my first hummingbird and his oriole feeder out, but I haven't seen any of them yet. So this week's set is called Rooted in Nature and can be found on page 30. I'm so glad that everybody enjoyed last week's card. I had a lot of compliments on it. And it was a great card to use one last time, because you know what today is? Today is the last day that you can order from the current annual catalog. Today's the last day. Tomorrow we can start ordering from the new catalog. So that means next Monday I'll have a brand new card using brand new stamp set. I'm really looking forward to that. So, okay. I mowed lawn yesterday. I couldn't believe I mowed lawn in the 2nd of May. Usually I never mow lawn before the middle of May, usually, because where we live, it's low. And when we got married and moved to this area, we didn't have a lot of money. It was a pasture. My grandpa grazed his cows there, and it was pretty, but we had no money to go and landscape, so we just kind of didn't. But I'm glad we didn't, because I have the most beautiful lawn and it's full of wildflowers, and I enjoy that. I refuse to mow them off. And my lawn right now is, the front lawn is purple, and I love it. Not that I'm a purple person, but it is. We had summer over the weekend. In Wisconsin, that's a joke. Usually we can have like three, it can be winter, it can be spring, it can be summer, and, it start all over. But we had summer over the weekend, and I come in the house from mowing lawn, and it was kind of warm, not bad. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, Jim turned the air on. I couldn't believe it. This has got to be the earliest, because usually that air goes on Memorial Day weekend. And I even said to him, what are you thinking? It was a little bit sticky, so, okay, there we go. So, okay, what I'm going to do is turn my camera around, and I've got a brand new host code for May, or starting now. I didn't get that host code up until today. Oh, and I have to update my blog with the host code. I forgot to do that. I was so busy. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I always say, I love it when it's nice out. I do. I really enjoy it. But I've been so busy outside that my stamping room has to take a back seat. So I was kind of glad it was rainy and gloomy. Right now the sun is just peeking out, so it's really kind of pretty and nice, which you'll see in just a second. So hang on, I'm going to switch my phone around, and I have a few things to show you, including the Stamp of the Month cards. So here we go. There we are. There, it's outside. And I'm going to bring it down. All right. Okay. First thing I want to talk to you about is starting tomorrow, May 4th, you can join as a discount shopper for $99. If you have a large wish list, this is the way to go. For $99, you get to pick $155 of Stampin' Up product, and you get free shipping. You get 1 month of Paper Pumpkin for free, and when you join my team, I will give you 3 free kid classes or class to go. There's no obligation. If you were to join tomorrow, you don't even have to worry about making your minimums. I mean, you could be a discount shopper until September. So you'd have all summer to take advantage of that 20% discount. I think that's just a great deal. Okay. Now, I want to go and show you tonight's stamp set, which is Rooted in Nature. It was a 2-pack set, and yes, it's retiring tonight, but it was fun using that set one more time. I really enjoyed it. I think it's great that this whole month I've been going down memory lane and using these stamp sets, Again, as I said, that stamp set can be found on page 30 of the annual catalog. They had also coordinated with Nature's Dyes that would cut out everything. So it was a great set. I'm glad I have it. I don't think I'll be getting rid of it for some time to come. I got a little helper in my studio right now, but that's okay. It's kind of a ding-a-ling. I'm also going to use the retired set 5 for All. I'm one for word stamp sets, and I really have enjoyed this stamp set a lot. It's got some cute sayings in it. And even if it's retired, I use it on the inside of my card, so I figure that's my pass, right? Okay, now let's look at some cards. This was the, whoops, I wondered what was wrong with this card. It was upside down. This was the stamp of the month with Sweet Ice Cream from the January to June mini catalog. And this first one features the different flavors of ice cream plus with sprinkles. And I found a really cute way to put those sprinkles on, and they've held up really well. And that's just putting a little bit of your Tombow glue on the top ice cream and letting it sit because it'll dry clear. So this was the first card. Here is the second card. Treat yourself. Happy birthday, hope it's sweet. This was Treat Yourself with sprinkles on top. That's quite fitting. This other one was a ice cream bars with Costa Cabana base. And the last one was a thank you card. You Melt My Heart. And it also had sprinkles on top. It was really a fun set to work with. This set does carry over to the new annual catalog, so plus it wouldn't have retired until June, but we have more time to play with it now. Okay. All right. Now, last week's door prize winners will receive half a pack of the white resin hearts, and that is going to go for comments to our own Ronnie Kaiser-Smith. So Ronnie, I have your address and I'll be getting it in the mail to you. Hi Sandy and Rita, thank you so much for joining me. So this is for Ronnie, and for shares, this is a needlepoint bordered textured embossing folder. It's the little folder. And that is going to go to Dana Stoddard, Stoddard, from Buffalo, New York. And I have your address also, so I'll get both of these out in the mail to you tomorrow. Can't believe it, but thank you so much, Cindy. Well, good. I'm glad that you'll use them. That's what it's all about. And you tune in so regularly. I appreciate you. All right. Get that aside. The colors we're going to use one last time is the Pretty Peacock. We're also going to add Sahara Sand and Early Espresso. These are the colors. So let me get my packet out. And I also need a piece of scratch paper. We'll put that right there. Our card base is, our card base is 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. So I'll just put that aside. We're going to have a layer of Sahara sand, but I want to go and use my Pretty Peacock ink and the larger leaf from Rooted in Nature. All right. And we're just going to do some random stamping. This was a great stamp set. I used it quite a bit. This will make a wonderful birthday card in a masculine sort of way. Okay, I'll put this aside. Then I'm going to get my Sahara sand with a smaller leaf. And then we don't have to stamp this middle part because, well, you'll see in a minute, it's really not necessary. All right. I'm gonna take the dots from the Retiring Waterfront card and add dots to fill in any spots that I missed. Okay, there. I always have to remind myself, less is best. You know, you get stamping, you get so much stuff added. It really isn't good. You know what I mean? Now we have a piece of white that's 3 by 4. Okay, I'm going to use my Sahara sand again. And the log. And I'm going to stamp that right there. Yep. And I'm going to go and then get my words, which I'm going to stamp using Early Espresso. And that is right here. You are wonderful. And I want to stamp that right there. Just like that. And then I have the tree. That was a little bit tricky, trying to figure out how I was going to stamp my tree. But I'm going to use some Pretty Peacock. And only ink up the top part of the tree. Thank you for sharing, Kay. I appreciate it. And then I'm going to get my Early Espresso marker And that's one of the things I love about Stampin' Up, is that everything matches. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a huff. There. Isn't that pretty? I just get so excited when this stuff works for me. I was very happy with how it all turned out. Okay, so we have a pretty peacock layer that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, we're gonna go and put our white piece on our layer. Oh, don't you hate that when that happens? It's okay though. That's why there's 2 sides to everything. Get rid of this. Good thing I had the paper in place. Now I want to go and use the pretty peacock linen, scalloped linen ribbon. Okay. And I am using, it's pretty easy to measure. I'm going to be taping the ends behind there. Plus I need about that much more. I don't know if you've ever noticed, and I probably have told you, but I use these cute little clips that I got from Stampin' Up. I don't have to use tape to keep my ribbon from unraveling. I think that's a great idea. I get my fine tip glue, a little bit thicker ribbon than I'm used to tying my cheater's knot, but thank you, Linda. It was a great color combination. There, we'll give it a nice tug and put that aside. Now we're going to go we're going to tape one end on the bottom and the back. There we go. Right? Yep, that's going to be just fine. And then I want, you notice I have my loop, and I cut my loop and give my ribbon a nice little tug. And let's just trim that up a little bit. Trim this one up a little bit. There. Whew. So far, so good. Alrighty. Now, let's get the dimensions out. And then we can go and start assembling our card. we're going to go, what I have next week, Tuesday. I forgot to mention that. Next week, Tuesday, is our technique class in Nilsville. We will be, the technique will be panels. That's going to be a fun and easy technique. I'll take the backs off. Now I'm going to go in the fancy fold for next week. I have no idea what we're doing yet. Hi, Debbie Vine. Yes, you did. You got here just in time. We're using the Rooted in Nature stamp set, of course, which is retiring today. Oh, it's hard to say, retiring today. But tomorrow is a new day, and we can finally start showing you all of the beautiful cards that you can make using the new catalog. I put dimensions on this little piece. And now I'm gonna, so far so good. Let's do our inside piece. And I want to get my Earl Espresso ink out again. And this is a birthday card. Not quite sure for who yet, but I like having them on hand. You're not old. You're 25. Plus shipping and handling. Happy birthday. So that's a very, very cute card. And I want to go and, I gotta get my paper out again. I want to go and use my big leaf right here, like that. And I want to then put that aside and get my little leaf out. Uh-oh. My Kindle just kicked me off. Hopefully you're still all here, and maybe it was just a problem with my Kindle. I don't know. Let me see if I can find me real quick. Well, you know, it's overcast. It's overcast, and perhaps, oh, yeah, I'm getting thumbs up, so things are still good. Yay. I'm always glad. I never know if I'm still on or what happened. If it was my Kindle acting up or what it was. Let's do the inside of our card real quick, which looks really nice. So here's our card. It's still good. Thank you, Kay. And everybody went and hit the thumbs up, so I knew I was still good and nice and clear. Wow, you can't get any better than that. That's what I'm thinking. Here's our card, using the retiring, Rooted in Nature, and it ended up making a beautiful birthday card for somebody. I'm not sure who, but I like it a lot. I hope you did too. And next week, I have no idea what stamp set we'll use, but it'll be a new one and it'll be pretty. I can guarantee you that. I always think to myself, can I top myself? And so far I've been doing pretty good. So, yeah. I always, if you share my video tonight, that's wonderful. I appreciate it so much. If there's anybody that you know that would like to get started in stamping, maybe have them watch a couple of my videos or something. I always try to share some tips and some handy hints that'll make your stamping more enjoyable. So as I leave you now, I want you to have a great rest of the week. Go and make a card, stamp a card, make somebody happy, and I'll see you next Monday night. So happy stamping and take care. Thanks so much.